Hello, I'm Ollie and this is Criminally, where I talk about crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. Today I've got an unexpected book haul for you. So, as you may know, I'm doing the Read What You Own challenge at the moment, which means I need to read 100 books I already own before I'm allowed to buy any new ones. So I haven't done a book haul video since I started doing that challenge. I started the challenge on the 6th of November, I think, and I'm kind of 63 books into it. So I'm getting near the end of it now, and I'm looking forward to being able to buy books again. But yes, I'm not able to buy any at the moment. But I have received some books through the post in the last week or two, which is very lovely. So a couple of them were sent to me by an author, and some of them were sent to me as gifts by subscribers, which is very, very kind of them. And I've also got 3 books that I bought for my dad for Christmas, which I thought I would show you as well. So this video is going to go up on Christmas Eve. So Dad, if you're watching, stop watching this video or you'll spoil what your Christmas presents are. So let's start with the books that were sent to me by the author. So that author is Alex Pryor. He sent me 2 books that look very different from each other, but both look entertaining. So the first of those is The Lost Case Files of Sherlock Holmes, which is a collection of new Sherlock Holmes short stories. I do enjoy a good Holmes pastiche, so looking forward to giving that a try. The second one is a YA sci-fi novel with a fantastic cover. So it's called Spencer Edwards, Emperor of the Galaxy, and it does look like a lot of fun. Let me read you the blurb because it does sound entertaining. And whilst I'm not necessarily a huge fan of sci-fi, I do enjoy a good, well-told kind of sci-fi adventure type story, and this definitely looks like it's one of those. So, Spencer, an ordinary teenager, lives with his mum, his stepdad Hassan and his younger brother Mo. He is decidedly average at school, sports and at video gaming, but when he is chosen to become the new Emperor of the Galaxy, everything changes. Spencer must learn how to balance being Emperor of the Galaxy and battle the evil Haxanar, trying to get his homework in on time and all the while pursuing the love of his life, Amy Hartley. With the help of his new companions and Bradley, the smartest and smuggest AI ever created, Spencer must brave an epic journey to save the galaxy and discover the ultimate truth. So that looks like a fun read. I shall enjoy that when I'm in the mood for a bit of light sci-fi adventure. So let's move on then to the stuff that's been sent to me by subscribers. So firstly, I got a Waterstones voucher. So Waterstones is a UK bookshop. So a Waterstones voucher from a subscriber called Michael. So thank you very much for that, Michael. That is very much appreciated. I then got sent a lovely vintage sci-fi book by Jamie Court. So Jamie Court is the author of a book I talked about on the channel a while ago called A Puppet Scorned, which is an erotic horror short story about puppets. So process that, and if you like the sound of it, check out the story. It delivers on the promise of definitely being an erotic horror story about puppets. He's subsequently published another erotic horror story about puppets called The Soxorcist, which he has sent me for review, so I'll be reading that at some point. But yeah, he mentioned this book in the comments on the channel ages ago, and a copy of it turned up the other day, and I was like, I recognise that title, and searched through my comments and found the comment from him. So the book is called Space Prison, which is a great title, and it's by an author called Tom Godwin. And it sounds really good. So again, let me read you the blurb. Crushing gravity, thin air, winters of unimaginable cold, searing summers under 2 suns, a deadly wasteland teeming with monsters and killing fever. That was Ragnarok, the most dreaded planet yet discovered. And Ragnarok was where 1,000 untrained Earthmen and women and children were brutally marooned by a sadistic enemy. 200 died the first night. In the morning, the survivors knew that what they must live for: revenge. So this sounds very, very entertaining, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading that one. I then got sent a couple of books from my Amazon wish list. So one of these is from one of my patrons, Stephanie. We Are Here to Hurt Each Other by Paula D. Ashe. So I've heard a couple of people talk about this. I think Sin from Sin's Book Nook talked about it, and Crystal from Fibre Artsy. Sounds really good. I love the creepy cover as well. So a horror short story collection, 12 short stories. Looks very, very good. So looking forward to that, and thank you very much for that, Stephanie. And then this one, it was sent to me by an anonymous subscriber who says they are a long-time subscriber and that they've been enjoying the channel. But it looks wonderful. So it's called The Madman's Library, and it is by Edward Brooke Hitching, and it's a book about strange books. So it's the strangest books, manuscripts and other literary curiosities from history. And you can see it's beautifully done. Really, absolutely fantastic. This looks like a wonderful book to just spend time poring over. So yeah, very much looking forward to diving into this at some point and reading it. It looks really wonderful. So thank you very much to that long-time subscriber for sending me that. It's very, very much appreciated. Right, so the final thing then that came through from a subscriber is not a book, but worth showing on the channel. So there have been a couple of instances in the past where people have sent me food. So food is always very welcome. I'm a big fan of food. So previously, Ellis, one of my patrons, sent me a pecan pie from Texas, which I showed on the channel. And Heidi, one of my other patrons, has sent me these things called beaver nuggets from I think they're from Texas, which are absolutely delicious, like kind of popcorn type things. I can't really even describe them. But so yeah, she's sent me various snacks and hot chocolates and things like that. Anyway, the other day, Amazon turned up with this. A huge box of popcorn, which someone has sent me. So thank you very much for this. You know who you are, who sent it to me. I'm a big fan of popcorn as a snack when I'm reading. It's relatively healthy but very tasty snack. So yes, thank you very much for the big bag of popcorn. Right. So 3 more books to show you. So these are the ones that I've bought for my dad for Christmas. So Dad, if you're watching, stop watching. First up, we have this Alien collection. So I read the first book in this collection, The Cold Forge, a little while ago and loved it. One of my favourite books of the year. So this has that and two other novels in it. My dad isn't, so he's a huge fan of like the first 2 Alien movies. I don't think he will think that he would like a tie-in novel, but I was so impressed with The Cold Forge, and it's definitely the sort of book my dad would enjoy. So I'm going to persuade him he needs to read this. I've got the second, well, one of the other books that's in here, Into Charybdis. I do have on my Kindle as well. The third one, which is Prototype by Tim Waggoner, I don't have, so I may well borrow this off my dad when he's finished reading it. Next then, a book by one of my favourite crime writers writing at the moment, S.A. Cosby. This, I think, is his best book so far. Razorblade Tears, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. A story about 2 dads getting revenge for the murder of their sons, which I just thought was an excellent thriller. And then finally, a book a long time coming. So this is a book by an author called Terry Hayes, who published his first novel, I Am Pilgrim, like years ago. Like that's like getting on for 20 years ago. I really enjoyed that. A really good, solid espionage thriller. He's just published his second book, The Year of the Locust. My dad really enjoyed I Am Pilgrim as well, so I think he's going to enjoy this too. Terry Hayes, also a screenwriter. Probably his best known thing he's written is Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. So he wrote the screenplay for that. So yeah, this is another one I think I will borrow off my dad when he's read it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Just a quick unexpected book haul today. But yeah, thank you very much if you're one of the people who sent me one of those books, or indeed the popcorn. Is very greatly appreciated. But anyway, I will leave it there and say, as always, thank you very much for watching. Hope you're safe and well out there. Hope you're reading good stuff. And I'll speak to you again very soon. Cheerio.